Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. So you guys might notice the green screen is gone. We are now, at least for the time being, in the post green screen era here. I got a new desk, got a new setup, set up a new little kind of like office area. And I don't know, the green screen, I could make it work. It doesn't fit here perfectly anymore. We had a good run with it. We used it for months and months and months, made a ton of videos, grew the channel a bunch, but I think I'm ready to move on from it. I don't know. I kind of want to, try doing some different stuff. We can bring the green screen back if you guys hate it or whatever, but I think for the most part, this should still work without the green screen. We'll see how things go. We might even do some videos in like full cam, stuff like that. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out, but now that I've moved, I'm setting up my room, all that different kind of stuff. The green screen is just this huge thing that takes up so much room. I like how it looks on video, but I want to change some stuff up. So we're going to try some non-green screen videos this week, see what you guys think. We'll see how that goes. But in this video today, I want to talk about TSM and how Riot has screwed them over. So definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content, and consider checking out my Patreon, patreon.com/IamGerm. I'm going to be live streaming my podcast, Beyond the Rift with I Am Germ, every single Monday on YouTube. And if you can't catch it live, the VODs are going to be on the Patreon. That is going to be the place for you. But with that being said, here we go. First up, I wanted to show you guys this TSM FTX Spica. He won Player of the Week in the last week, so they always make these little like figurines for the players and stuff. And Spica tweeted at them. He said, "What did Riot Games do to me? Look at this figurine." I think I can actually get a zoom in. I tweeted this at him, this face shot. What is this? I mean, Riot Games screwed over Spica here. They did Spica dirty with this. I mean, the face looks horrible. The hair probably looks worse. I don't even know what is going on. I want to say, like, I don't really remember, I guess, but I want to say that a lot of the other figures looked pretty good and looked pretty realistic and looked nice. And, like, I don't know if this one got misprinted. I don't know if this one got rushed. I don't know if Spica's, face or whatever was harder to reproduce. This looks horrible. This looks terrible. And I just thought that this was really, really funny. I have already seen this kind of popping up as a meme, and I do think this will be a meme in the future. Like a HD picture of Spica with something good happening, and then this with something bad happening. It's gonna be a meme. It's gonna be funny. But I definitely have this saved on my phone and on my computer to tweet out and stuff. But yeah, this was just kind of TSM doing Spica a little, or Riot doing Spica a little bit dirty, doing TSM a little bit dirty. But that's not what the whole point of this video was. But I did think that was funny. Wanted to share that with you guys in case you hadn't seen it. The main thing we are talking about here is these tweets from Jack Charles. This is K's. This is the strategic coach and head scout for TSM FTX, as it says in his bio. He tweeted out, "Dig, 100 Thieves, and Evil Geniuses, and then TSM, Cloud9, and TL." If you guys don't know what he's talking about, that is how the bracket is split up. That is, the 4th and 5th seed, Cloud9 and TL, they already played, and then the winner of that is going to play TSM. That will be TSM against Team Liquid, and the winner of that matchup will be going to Worlds. And then the bottom half of the bracket, which is Dig, 100 Thieves, and Evil Geniuses. And obviously, many people consider that bottom half, even though it's just based off the seeding, a lot of people consider that bottom half to be much weaker between Dig, 100 Thieves, and EG. 100 Thieves, they were good at a point in the season. They kind of cooled off. Evil Geniuses, they've been good throughout the whole season, but at their best, if all these teams are at their best, you're probably a little bit more scared of Cloud9. You're probably a little bit more scared of Team Liquid, especially after how Team Liquid looked last week against Cloud9. Now that Santorin's back, now that Alfari's back, Team Liquid didn't have their full roster for most of the season. Yes, they ended up as the 5 seed, but man, they are not playing like a 5 seed right now. And obviously TSM, they're the 1 seed. They're the 1 seed not only in the summer split, they're the 1 seed with the spring and summer split combined throughout the whole season. They get the overall 1 seed. They finish with the best record, and their reward is that, yeah, they only have to win 1 series to go to Worlds, but that 1 series is against Team Liquid, who, again, after that Cloud9 series, some people are saying might be the best team in the entire LCS right now, might be the favorites to actually win the championship. And then you have 100 Thieves down there, who they got the 2nd seed throughout the whole season. Awesome, good for them. They had a great year. Their reward is they also just have to win 1 series to go to Worlds, but theirs is against Evil Geniuses, again, who has been a good team, but they played Dignitas. They dropped a game. They definitely didn't look as scary. They have a rookie AD carry who's like a big carry for that team. He's probably going to, be a little bit more exploitable, a little bit more nerves, a little bit more pressure. And the interesting thing here is that in the past, Riot has actually done this before, where the number 1 seed will actually get to choose who they play against. They'll get to choose which half of the bracket they are on. They'll do some reseeding between each round of the playoffs. And for whatever reason, Riot decided not to do that this year. And TSM, who again, usually you just have the best record in the summer and you get to be the 1 seed, they had probably a little bit more difficult task. They had to be the number 1 seed throughout the whole season, which is something that no one's ever had to do before. And now the reward is less than teams have gotten in the past. Like, yes, they did get that 1 seed, but obviously you guys can see things didn't really work out. Cloud9 slumped. Team Liquid slumped in the summer, but they're still the really, really good teams. And it seems like if TSM got to choose, they definitely would have preferred to be on that other half of the bracket, on that other side. So it just kind of feels like Riot screwed them over a little bit. I definitely have been very, very critical of Riot and the LCS's decisions throughout the whole season. I think the 8-team playoff is absolutely horrible. I think it sucks. I think it has been so not entertaining. You know, we had 4 days of playoff matches this weekend, which sounds really cool, sounds really hype. But overall, it's been pretty boring. It's been pretty lackluster. It hasn't been very interesting. Just, you know, it seems like every single week there's something to criticize about Riot or the LCS for some weird decisions that they're making. And for whatever reason, this is what they decided to do this year. Now, yes, people are going to say, you know, if you're the best team, you should be able to win on either side. If you're a top 3 team, you should be able to make it, blah, 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 blah. But again, I think TSM should be, and not just TSM, any team should be rewarded for getting to be the number 1 overall seed. I think they should get to pick their matchup. I think they should get to, pick who they play against. And at the end of the day, I want the best 3 teams to go to Worlds, and I think the number 1 seed getting to pick who they play against better ensures that. It better ensures that, just not the seeding kind of decides. Because again, this was a long season. If you're including spring and summer, so much can happen between spring and summer. And when you're including those spring games in, that's going to change the standings up from who's actually the best teams at the end of the summer. So Riot was kind of asking for something like this to happen. Obviously, they couldn't have envisioned what's going on with Team Liquid, what's going on with Cloud9 throughout the whole season. But you were definitely just kind of begging for things to come up here. And obviously, Kaze is upset about this. He said he guarantees someone from TSM at C9 and TL wins the summer. The playoff format not allowing first place selection is still confusing. And he says he doesn't blame 100 Thieves, which is obviously, very logical. It has nothing to do with 100 Thieves, but he does say it is complete bullshit. So obviously, TSM is very, very upset with Riot. And overall, I just think it kind of, messes up the playoffs a little bit because, again, I think a lot of people, I mean, myself included right now, I think that TSM and Team Liquid are the 2 best teams. And it is really, really disappointing that they are going to be playing against each other so early in this bracket. Yes, it's hype. It's going to be so exciting. I can't wait for it. And there's so much on the line, the world spot or going to the losers bracket. But these 2 teams should both be playing for a world spot, not against each other. And just kind of another weird, bizarre, boneheaded situation from the LCS, from Riot. When you see over in the LEC, they let the teams pick. Rogue got to choose to play against Misfits, and over here, TSM just gets forced to play against Team Liquid, even though they are now at full strength. They look scary. They are a very, very good team. But TSM's a great team in their own right, and it's still winnable. They should still take care of business if they do believe themselves to be the best team in the LCS. But it does just kind of feel bad. It does kind of feel like bullshit, and it does just kind of feel like a really dumb, weird decision by Riot. And like TSM is probably getting screwed over a little bit here. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Tell me to drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about this whole situation? Should they just go by seeding? Should the number 1 team get to pick? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully I catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.